Welcome to the Paradigm Shift, episode 33, the biggest one yet. We got a superstar coming on right now, the legendary Rob Dyrdek, along with my partner in crime, the articulate alligator, Big Bad David Meltzer. We're getting ready for the New York City Marathon tomorrow. I'm just grateful to get a shot at this thing, the CLS family with me every step of the way. We're about to get nuts. Big Rob, I see you. Yes. Okay, Big Dave and Rob. You guys on right now. And for the audience, this is how you can track me tomorrow. Yep.
What?
How you doing?
I thought you were talking about me and you were talking about Rob.
You're back home already?
I made it, man. I made my boy drive quickly. So I left 7 o'clock Thursday night from Portugal. I went Portugal, Newark, Detroit, Lexington. Spoke there as well. Lexington, Dallas. My flight was canceled in Dallas. Made it so I could be here to Ontario and drove home. Boom! That's what Rob Dyrdek's going to talk about, how to utilize time.
And I want to give you a shout out. I know you were flying today, and this is a big episode, arguably the biggest yet. You called me right when you landed. Just say, Craig, I'm here for you. We got this. We're ready to rock an hour early. One of the many reasons why I love you, and I respect you so much. Thank you for that. Just a quick plug real quick. Office Hours keeps getting better. Everybody, Bloomberg TV, Amazon Prime, Rob was on it. I'm going to be on it later this season. Bloomberg, 11:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 Pacific. The best show going right now. Kudos to you, Dave. It keeps getting better. And your lips look a little less pink this week.
Thank you. Yeah. Great makeup artist. Look at me pink. But yeah, next season's already scheduled. We have a few more places putting it. You're going to start seeing it at the airports and hotel rooms. We got other streaming deals, a really big one in the works. We're filming at the Wynn Studios. So season 2, let's get it back on.
Let's get it. We're going to bring our guy on right away because I believe he's on.
Yeah, he's on. He was right below me.
Oh, he is? For some reason, I can't see my comments on Instagram Lives. I don't know what's going on. Big Rob, I'm bringing you on right now.
There you go. Don't make him wait.
Yeah, Dave, I'm going to make you proud on the marathon.
No, what did I get? Oh, here he comes.
Here he is.
Here we
Rob,
are. Here we are.
What's up?
Let me, can I introduce this one, Dave? We got the automatic charismatic machine, the legendary Rob Dyrdek in the house. How you doing, Rob?
Thank you for yet again another introduction. It's good to be here with both of you.
Dude,
how you doing?
Good.
I just like seeing you. And I was saying, we were doing time. I may have used the last 48 hours the most efficiently of any 48 hours.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The fact that you're even traveling and going so hard, and you just do these lives nonstop all the time, every day. So it is quite remarkable who you are and what you're doing in the first place. You know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Rob, I just want to give you kudos. We dropped your episode this week on my show. It obviously broke records. Everybody loved it, but the best takeaway was everybody got that I think they're not familiar with. And the biggest reaction was that you're straight up brilliant. So thank you for bringing this up.
Yeah, no, look, I appreciate you. That's humbling, and both you guys, I just love talking to, just philosophize all aspects, you know.
And you mentioned love. No one knew that love that much.
Yeah, it's a fact. Oh, it's real.
You know, Rob, one of the things you and I share besides the obsessive time compulsive behavior is our wives. You know, when I met you for the first time we went out, I walked out of there. You know, my favorite thing about Rob is how much he loves it. And, you know, it's so important. Time allows us time with our family, time with the activities we get paid for, give service to others. And I think, to me, that's the most important part about being able to do with time is you evaluate time with your family most of all. Scoring system, performing outside of the bedroom, by the way. Make sure he's performing.
What's that sound that's going on right now? What, if you have an echo?
I don't know. Is that me or Rob?
I don't hear it.
I hear Rob fine. It's when you talk. I don't know.
That's better. That's better.
Cool.
Yeah.
How about this?
Yeah.
Well, that's much better.
Yeah.
Great. Earpiece. Look, Dave, I love my wife. I love my life, but again, I put how she feels in our relationship almost at the tip of the spear of like my priorities in my balanced life. And that's sending her emails every morning. That's, doing our weekly family get meetings with all the assistants to be on the same page, our Thursday night breakfast date, our Sunday night dinner date, our Wednesday night movie night, like try to really make sure on top of asking her every day how she feels about our relationship. So I always have clarity, but it's the cornerstone of my forever, and I'll never, ever take it for granted,
We got the articulate alligator and the intellectual iguana on absolute fire today. Rob, I got to ask you, we were talking on the podcast about like, depending upon what frequency you're in, and we talk a lot about like tapping into the quantum, you can read a book at different parts in your life and have a completely different experience, such as Think and Grow Rich. And I'm sure, Dave, you can relate to this one too. But Rob, isn't that so cool how depending upon where you are and like how good of a frequency you're on, you can watch or read something again and just have a completely different outcome with it?
Yeah, well, I think it's depending on where you're at in your growth cycle of your life is what certain things resonate with you. I think any great personal development, it's this infinite game, as the book I was listening to this morning, but it's you continue to grow and evolve, and other masters that have ideas in their way of thinking doesn't make any sense to you at the time because you're still early stage in your development. Then when you hear it again and hear this sort of evolved way of thinking, it just adds another tool to your toolbox, because I do think you have to expand into being able to use a lot of the great tools and knowledge that exists out there. I know Dave is hitting people on, so many different levels. And it's at the early stage, it's really just about taking action, right? At the advanced stage, it's mastering your calendar, right? And I think that's the beauty of always wanting to grow,
Yeah.
At the next level, it's mastering time as infinity, right? When you start utilizing activities without thinking about time and utilizing it in the construct of the ego, it's amazing. And I do read text every day. I read the Course in Miracles every day. I read Think and Grow Rich. You mentioned it. I still read that every day for years, and it means something different. And I think anyone who also may have a spiritual or religious tint to what they do, they should read their religious texts, Old Testament, New Testament, whatever they believe in, because it will evolve with them. And to me, the construct of the frequency, the awareness that occurs by reading the same text, is one of the best baselines to see where your frequency is. So if all of a sudden you take two words that I've been studying since I was in the 11th grade, I am. I thought I knew what I am meant in the 11th grade. And, here I am 46 years later, whatever, 36 years later. And now it has so many layers of depth that I am healthy, wealthy, worthy, and happy. And what am I doing to interfere with it? More than just the three letters that I thought I understood.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And also, like, Rob, it's so true. Rob, you talk about like the rhythm to life, which we named the episode and stuff. Like, you're very strategic, arguably the most systematic cat on the planet, which I love. But you also said something really cool. You said you're automative, but also adaptive, right?
Yeah, because I think at the end of the day, it's you're still living life, and you still have to go off of how you feel. And you can be highly organized, deeply intentional, and you can get hit with a couple things that make you tired, like that pull energy from you, and you've got to adapt or be presented with a new opportunity, right? And I think that, at the end of the day, you are still just your number one goal, and everybody's goal in existence is to live a high quality life. And by definition, it's yours to make up, right? And really, you've got to know when your own systems are working and not working to ultimately be adaptive, to make changes on the fly or permanently, all in an effort to just be happy. You know what I mean?
And Rob, you have one of the greatest ranges. Understanding a lot of people like you have strong frequencies. Your show couldn't be bigger on MTV, your brand could not be bigger, but your range of frequency is what is so amazing to me. And I strive for that myself, you know, to be in technology and sports and media, and then still have a thought leader type of aspiration and all the different things that I do. You're the only one I know that like literally has this range where you have the Dyrdek machine. You're a true entrepreneur. You're a professional athlete. You know, you also have a great media career that's beyond belief. What do you think it is? Because people ask me, that helps people build the range, not just the strength of frequency and awareness, but that true range to hit such a wide spectrum.
Well, you know, look, I think you have to grow into it. You know, I think no different, like, you know, your story is you just really never like even considered the scale of media that you would have grown into over the last 5 years. And I think that it's just sort of the similar thing. Like I took calculated risks, and then when I got there, I learned. I just learned. And then I began to apply that same sort of, you know, sort of core philosophy of that, what's worked for me to find success in all these different avenues. And then with time now, I grew into all of them being integrated into a much more concise story as it relates to how I evolved beyond to the next level, which is sort of integrating my systematic approach to both life and business and creating media and content, philanthropy, and everything around that is kind of what I grew into. But you know it more than anything, you got to take that risk and discover that world, and it's hard at first and dark and unknown till you begin to figure it out, and then now it becomes part of your intuitive toolkit once you learn it.
Rob's got nuggets today. You guys, Dave, you guys are the best. You two do something better than anyone I've ever met. And it's funny because these days, like a trendy thing is the quantum field and tapping into that. But you two specifically, who are both mentors and indirect mentors to me, you guys live with intent and purpose and use thoughts as an electrical signal to tap into and really utilize what the law of attraction is really about. What does it mean to you to tap into the quantum, Rob? And then Dave, I'd love to hear your answer.
I mean, look, again, I'm just believe so much in the law of attraction. But it's more that it's not the wish of attraction. You know what I mean? Like you are not going to like wish your way and things are going to show up. You've got to create the energy to essentially draw in the law of attraction. And you do that by continually taking action, developing strategies and ideas, and having harmony in life, and having clarity, and teaching yourself to hunt down goals. And the better and better you get, the clearer and clearer you get, then the universe conspires to help draw you there. And I think that a lot of people don't realize it's something you can learn and get better at over time. You don't just have it or don't have it. And it's not scattered or miraculous. It's like when you actually practice, it just happens over and over and over, which I think people understand that they can learn it over time.
Yeah, and I to add to that, there's a reconciliation between the speed of thought and the speed of time, speed of light, the activity that we're in. So I've utilized 3 laws that are complementary to the universe itself, and they're all based on 2 things that you wouldn't think of. You have to believe there's something bigger than you for this all to work, and you have to have faith that that which is bigger than you loves you as much as you love your children or your mom loves you. If you can believe that in your heart, then you can have the law of gravity, which says, hey man, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Rob and I may have been born in Ohio, may not have been the best circumstances or the best place to be born, but look where we live now. But I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and worthy. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Rob just mentioned the law of Goya. You got to get off your ass, GYOA, and make it happen. Then the law of attraction creates that range, that frequency, the strength of the signal, the awareness that allows you to vibrate faster. But beyond that, if you go back to the context of there is something bigger than me that loves me as much as I love my children, that allows you to be kind and humble. And one of the reasons I think that we've been blessed, all 3 of us, is I've been around you guys and watched you guys. You're just kind people. You do your best, you learn lessons, and you're kind, which makes you have fun with everything. You don't take yourself so seriously. But the last part too is the best successful, passionate, purposeful, profitable people know math. And what I found so interesting is Rob and I are calculated, right? Timing and risk tolerance, calculated risk. We're utilizing time in the aspect of math. And so I think it's really important to do the math behind what you do to be most efficient, effective, and statistically successful in everything.
Yeah. Man, he is the articulate alligator. What is, man, man, there ain't nobody better, man. There's just nobody better. Like, the man is the man has put in so much work, dropping gems on people on so many different live platforms, contents, interviews. Like, when it's time to lock in, he can just lock in and execute, man. It's brilliant.
Rob, where are you right now?
I'm in my guest room. Beautiful Beverly Hills, California.
Soon?
No, I don't have any plans as of right now, but someday, one day.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do one final question, and I'll let you guys go because I know it's Saturday. I want you guys to have some fun with your family. In regards to ridiculousness, I have to ask you, Rob, because I think people don't understand your work ethic. How many episodes of ridiculousness do you film a year?
But again, it's the ultimate showcase of human optimization, right? And creating systems, because I shoot 250 a year. I shoot 6 a day, and I get there at 9 a.m. I leave at 3 o'clock, 3 before lunch, 3 after. I shoot each of them around 35 minutes. They're cut down to 21. But it's how automated the entire system is, how they deliver me episodes, how I prepare for those episodes, and then how I go and freestyle those episodes. And again, it is 4% of my total time in the entire year is those 250 episodes. And that's only possible because it is a highly automated and highly optimized systematic machine that has every part of it is in mastery mode this many years later, and that's why you're able to execute something at such scale, at such efficiency, because it's 150 of you operating at such a highly optimized state,
Yeah, and that's a credit to you, because I know you're obviously part of the production and so forth, and you maximize all that. It's just so incredible and fascinating. Dave, I think he might work harder than you and more efficient than you.
Yeah, we work hard, but we work long. We have a long vision in what we do, and I think he is a master of efficiency. And I actually watched that show, understanding as I'm building out, the that I do, and I'm up there in interviews, but not on MTV. And I watch Rob, and I understand that I'm really more focused in on the systems so I can create the content. And look, who would think that Rob and I probably produce more content than most people on earth, and on TV, digital, wherever, but yet we still have 20 minutes on a Saturday, and we will spend more time with our families today than most fathers. And I think you can be accessible, productive, and gracious with your time, which is where I'd like to end. Please, if anything, study your time, do your math, understand it's about productivity, accessibility, and gratitude, creating those systems for efficiency, effectiveness, and he is the king of statistical success. So, Rob, thanks for taking the Saturday, man. What a great way to get home. I love you both.
Yeah, great to see you guys, man. Appreciate you guys.
Rob, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate all that you're doing for stopping by today.
All right, till we meet again.
Peace. Have fun.
Doing the good work. Keep doing that good work.
You too.
Bye. Have a great weekend. Dave.
Love you.
Love you more. The Paradigm Shift, episode 33. If you guys are not already in the CLS texting community, text the number 917-634-3796. I would pin the comment on the bottom of the screen, but for whatever reason, Instagram won't let me see comments. 917-634-3796. Daily CLS content, inspirational gems, podcast from the likes of Rob Dyrdek and all that. Thank you guys so much for your time today. We're getting ready for the New York City Marathon. Those who want to track me tomorrow, here it is. And I'll be running with all of you in my heart and my soul, the CLS family. So we got a lot of business to take care of between now and then, and just getting into that frequency that Rob talks about, right? Getting ready for for battle, so to speak, like a gladiator entering his arena. Thank you all so much, from my heart, for all the love, the support in regards to this. Thank you, Rob and Dave, for stopping by on a Saturday. And all of you, do me one last favor. Have an unbelievable rest of the weekend. And don't forget to sharpen the axe. All right, guys? I love you.